Yeah, I'm interested that you mentioned the Metropolitan Police because in a former life you had a pair of handcuffs and a warrant card. How significant is it that when a civil servant is conducting an inquiry into what went on in Downing Street, that she has deemed that there is material there that the police have to look at, and they have had a look at it and said, yeah, we're going to have a criminal inquiry on this?
Yeah, I think, David, it's obviously a serious development, and it may in some ways have put the publication of the report off, but yes, I think it's serious for the Prime Minister and Downing Street. I think the other aspect for me that really felt wrong over the weekend was the knowledge that Sue Gray was speaking to police officers who'd been on duty at Downing Street. You know, for them to be questioned by a civil servant just didn't seem right. So I think that was one of the reasons why we ended up where we were, with the Metropolitan Police taking the steps that they have.
But the very nature of a police inquiry and an inquiry by a civil servant are pretty different. Without sort of wishing to over-egg this, you may be a little bit more economical with the truth to a civil servant than you would be if you're sitting in an interview room and seasoned inquisitors, shall we put it that way, are asking you some pretty tough questions.
Yeah, absolutely. The key difference is there are people clearly who have been interviewed by Sue Gray who are now going to be interviewed under police caution as suspects in terms of breaking the rules. That is a serious development. So, you know, it's just another shambles that Number 10 have got themselves into.
If the Prime Minister was interviewed under caution, could he continue in his job?
Well, my own belief and my party's belief is that he shouldn't still be in the job now, because the key difference between what we've been seeing with Downing Street parties in January and what we saw in December was the statements that the Prime Minister made to Parliament before Christmas. That shows, what has come out since, shows that those statements were incorrect.